What's up, guys? It's Paul, and I just got off work a little while ago, so I decided to just make this follow-up video. Um, the last video I did, I was discussing going to follow-up doctor's appointment to check on my T levels and things like that. I was on a 60 milligram a week dose of tea, which I didn't feel like was cutting it for me anymore. I noticed my needs changed a lot as I started exercising, and I started to drop a little weight, so not a huge amount, but enough where it was affecting my T levels apparently. So anyway, I had those levels checked. They were in the low to normal range for male, but had my estrogen checked. It was a little bit elevated for normal male levels. So that would explain why I have been feeling pretty bad for the last few months with my emotional stuff, keeping that in control a little bit, and then nothing crazy, but just I noticed a shift in the way I was feeling, so kind of feeling like I used to feel. So anyway, she has upped my dose by 20. I'm going to call her back and see if I can't get it bumped to 100. So I'm over 2 years on T, and I feel like my body's demands right now are ready for 100. So I'm going to check into that with her and see if, that can't be done. Because, you know how it is. We know our bodies, and I think most of us can tell when we're ready for a higher dose or a lower dose. And definitely I'm feeling that it's time for 100. So I'm going to work towards getting that approved by my doctor, and then things from there will look up. So as for everything else, things are going quite well. Things are going well at work, and I'm not having problems there. Let's see. I've been working on my scars, trying to kind of get them to diminish some. I've been using something new on it. A lot of you guys have used it. I think it's called Moderna, and it seems to be doing quite well with softening them. So I'm really happy with the texture of them. They're feeling pretty good. So yeah, I'm hoping by next year they will be quite diminished. So it'd be really cool if next summer I could, go swimming with my shirt off, and play tennis with my shirt off and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm keeping with the exercising. I had a respiratory infection, so I couldn't for a few days. I couldn't work out, but now I can. I'm back on it, and things are going well. I'm hoping with the higher T dose I'll get a little more muscle development, and I'm getting some now, but it kind of slowed down a little bit, I think, because of my low T dose, and so I'm hoping that'll improve a lot. I'm feeling positive about it and optimistic, and if I can get my doctor to approve 100, this will be the first time ever I've been on 100. So I feel like I'm quite a bit behind a lot of the other guys, even though I'm over 2 years on T. I still, I don't know if it's just me thinking that, but it just appears to me that my development has been a little bit behind even some of the guys that are on 100 and have only been on T for a year. because I started off at such low doses. So I'm looking forward to seeing some changes that I've never seen before with my body. So that's exciting. So I'm working on my book and everything. That's going well. I have a publisher who's interested in publishing it, publishing company, and so that's exciting. And I think it'll be a really good thing. It'll be nice to help out some other guys that, maybe they can find something in my book that happened to them, and maybe it can help them through their issues. And because it's not easy, this transitioning, and even before you transition, and it's so complex, and it's hard to figure out what is the right thing to do. And so I hope, if one person can take something out of my book and it helps them, then I feel like it's worth it. But I'm hoping many people can benefit from it. Before my transition, I wish I could have had a book to look to, or a friend that was, a trans brother that I could have gotten advice from, but I was kind of by myself on that. And so I'm looking forward to this, hearing some good feedback about it when I'm done with it, and hopefully it helping some people out. And you know what? I hope cisgender people read it too, and maybe it can help them to understand a little bit better what this is and what we go through. So I'm excited about that. The way I feel about it right now is I can't see it really coming out until about a year or two, because I've got a lot of work to do on it. I've never done this before, and so there's a lot of things to be tackled when you're taking on something this big. Writing a book, it's a lot harder than it seems. But I think it'll also help me too, to just put some of the awful things that happened to me, to kind of put it into this book, and then it can just stay in the book, and I can kind of let it go. So it's a letting go process for me too, and I think an important step, to just moving into my future as a man, and just kind of having a place to leave those negative events that happened. But a lot of it were good things too. It's not going to be all negative. It's going to be just truth and some humor and some of the real life experiences that I had and how I overcame them. And a lot of it is going to talk about my upbringing and my family and things that molded me as a man that I am today. So not solely about being transgender, but just a lot about my upbringing. And I'm working really hard to make it be very balanced and an interesting, fun book to read too. So I'll be working on that, and with the harsh winter that I'm sure will be on our doorstep soon in the upper Midwest, I'll have lots of time with cabin fever to really dig in deep and work on it. So I'm looking forward to that. And but anyway, so things are looking up. I kind of went through a little bit of a hard period of time, but things are getting better. And if you guys have any questions or comments or anything, just feel free. just leave it at the bottom, and I'll try to get back to you guys quick. And yes, I did want to say real quick too. I thank you for the support that a lot of you guys had given me, because when I was going through a bit of a rough time recently. So thank you for the comments. It's awesome. All the encouragement, I really appreciate it. So I'll check you guys next time, and have a good weekend.